to talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
Welcome to With Apologies, everybody.
Nobody gives a shit about that. Al-Qaeda just came out against them. You gotta be pretty bad for Al-Qaeda to be like, yeah, we're out.
You guys pick on me, and I want you to be my friend.
Poor me, I need attention.
You can say closed. Welcome to Canada.
You know, we don't get the pleasure of it going up the ass, unfortunately.
It's not terrible.
No,
if you saw it for free, you'd be happy. If you paid $7, you might be a little pissed.
It's like I need some fucking Novocaine. There's so much nerve to it.
I'm scared every time a girl goes, I wish you would let me go because my family cares about me and I've been missing for 5 days.
By current definition, I've raped a lot of girls.
Yes, all men are genetically designed to want to rape you.
I've had enough of your Black History horseshit, okay? Forget it, you're black.
I shit myself last week. I shit myself all the time.
With Apologies is live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and iTunes.
And I have one thing to say to that. Crayons are yummy.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent, like me? I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real Rome. There's no one, just me only, sitting on my little throne. I work very hard and make up great friends, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously, and so I'm lonely, a little lonely. Poor little me. There's nobody I can relate to. Feel like a bird in a cage. It's kinda silly, but not really, because it's filling my body with rage. I'm the smartest, most clever, most physically fit, but nobody else seems to realize it. When I change the world, maybe they'll notice me. And until then, I'll just be lonely. Yeah, little lonely. Poor little me. I'm so lonely.
That's right, everybody. I'm Ronery today. I'm all roan. Well, yeah, welcome to With Apologies. I'm all alone. Chris couldn't make it. Ian couldn't make it. Nobody can make it. Nobody's got time for Nick. Yeah, it's just me today. Chris doing the Thanksgiving thing. Ian doing the work thing. It's just me for now. I have... I wouldn't call it a surprise. Miles, this guy named Miles. He's an open micer. He's from Toronto, nearby me, and you know, I'm starting to get out there in the scene. Ugh, what am I, a fucking asshole? What a douche. The scene. No, I'm going out to open mics, and you know, seeing these fucks, and let's be honest, I'm judging them, you know, with a stupid opinion, because what the fuck do I know about comedy, right? I don't know. I've only been to 2 open mics. Let's add that too. That makes me even more of a douche. I've only been to 2 open mics. I've only ever spoken to open micers in my life, except for Dante Nero. But I guess anybody who's listening right now probably never heard that. Which maybe we'll replay it someday. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really matter because we're shit at this anyway. But no. So I've been going to some open mics, and but the first one I went to, I noticed this guy Miles. You know, he's doing his thing. And I'll be honest, like I don't know shit about comedy. So what the fuck am I going to judge them on, right? Basically, all I saw in this guy is realness. He's real. You know, I didn't get the sense of phoniness or fakeness or that he lied about anything. You know what I mean? If it's a lie, it's one of these fucking basically just it's ridiculous. That kind of shit. Not fucking, you know, the other day I was hanging out with this guy. Were you? No, you weren't. It's that kind of shit. What I mean is, this guy seemed real. He just basically didn't phony it up. So I talked to him. We've been talking, and it's funny because when I mentioned to Chris that I talked to this guy, I go, yeah, I met a guy, and Chris goes, oh, what's his name? When are you going out? You gonna get married? All that shit, making fun of me. And, you know, if he was here, he'd be making fun of me even more. But, no, so, you know, went to an open mic, met this guy. He seems cool. And I invited him over. He's on his way. He's doing his thing, whatever, driving. And that's what's interesting is he has a car. So, you know, he's doing a little better than anybody in my circle at this moment in time. But whatever. So he's heading up. He's going to be doing his thing. But for now, it's just me talking to you fools about random shit. We got a bunch to talk about today. I don't know. Just some random stuff. God, this is just so ronery. I'm just a horrible... I'm just a piece of shit. Anyway, we got some stuff going on. Let's see here. Well... Yeah, you know, let's start with this, because Miles probably hate me for... If I talked about this with fucking Miles, I bet Miles fucking he goes, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, and leaves. But then again, don't really want someone like that on the show, do I? No, I figure I might as well go with this one because I feel kind of strongly about it. Whatever. Found an article. What is this? CBC News. This guy. Well, the article, it reads, the title reads, George Campbell, sleepwalker, acquitted of attempted murder, attacks again while awake. Basically, fuck it, I'll read it. At first, Phyllis John didn't realize her new boyfriend was the sleepwalker, a man acquitted of attempting to murder a previous girlfriend because he was deemed to have a sleeping disorder. The relationship started out well. He was charming and well-dressed, but as time passed on, John says he became... her name is Phyllis John. So they keep referring to her as John, and you think it's a guy. I've read this already, and you think it's a guy when they say John says or John did this. You know, so when I say John, we're talking about this bitch that was with this dude. John says he became increasingly abusive at one point, even knocking out one of her teeth. And anybody that knows me has to understand why I like this article, because women like to play it like they're fucking so innocent and everything, like this bitch, as if this bitch didn't do anything to deserve getting one of her teeth knocked out at some point. Unless she did, you know, in that extreme fucking rare case where she did nothing at all. He just walked up to her and punched her into the face, and one of her teeth is now in her drink. I don't believe that. I figure, you know, I don't think most people are abusive for no reason. I think abusive people got some fucking issues and are fucked in the head, but for the most part, they're not fucking punching you in the face for no reason. Listen to me. I'm swearing like a fucking train wreck because I got, I got nothing. Let's be honest. So anyway, this dude knocked out one of her teeth once. It was an abusive relationship. So last spring, after years together, she decided to put an end to the dysfunctional relationship and ordered him to leave her apartment in Toronto's West End. Toronto's. I'm trying to say "t" now. I'm trying to say "t" all the time with the Torontos because once I moved out to Toronto, Chris kept making fun of me that I would say Toronto, like a CH, like welcome to Toronto. And for anyone who's not Canadian, basically, I guess that's a thing, is people from Toronto get annoyed at people that aren't from Toronto. I guess maybe Canadians mostly, because people that aren't from Toronto say Toronto. And let's be honest, Toronto is just easier to say. Welcome to Toronto. You know what I mean? But they want it to be Toronto. At least Chris does, because he's a fucking asshole. So, let's get back to this. Last spring, after years together, she decided to put an end to the dysfunctional relationship and ordered him to leave her apartment in Toronto's West End, hoping to avoid another confrontation. However, John agreed to let him stay in her home until he could find somewhere else to live. John set May 2nd as his moving day. As she stood in her kitchen making breakfast that Friday morning, thinking about a future free of her abuser, her head suddenly snapped back violently. And guys, you're going to have to fucking you're going to have to deal with me laughing at the next part. As she stood in the kitchen making breakfast Friday morning, thinking of a future free of her abuser, her head suddenly snapped back violently. He walked up behind me, put his hands around my neck, and started slashing at my throat. I was in so much shock I almost didn't feel the knife, John recalls. I could see the blood. At one point I asked him, could you spare my life? Okay, she said, she just goes, could you spare my life? It's got this fucking... this feel of Coen Brothers to it, where she goes, could you spare my life? And he looked at me in the eye and said, fuck you and fuck your kids, while he's slashing her in the throat. Oh my god, it's just fucking ridiculous. Where she, like, can you imagine having someone, like, you're cleaning dishes at your sink, and all of a sudden your head... like, you just feel something pulling you back, and your eyes kind of look down. You look down at, like, your throat, and there's blood, but you see a knife, like, slashing it. You know, and it's either kind of going in or cutting it, and you're looking at it like, what the fuck is this going... like, because you're the adrenaline, right? You don't really feel it that much until, you know when you touch something hot that's, like, really hot, like a grill, and a few seconds later, you feel it? I imagine it's kind of like that. You're looking at it like, what the fuck is going on here? And, like, you see that it's him. You know, it's someone you know, and I guess you were happy with at some point. And you say, can you please spare my life? Like, this guy's trying to fucking kill you. And you're just going, can you please spare my life? Can you? I don't know. It just seems ridiculous to me. Like, can't you... Is that the reaction most people have when they're being stabbed in the throat? But my favorite part is fuck you and fuck your kids. It just sounds like such a disgruntled man that has gone through so much bullshit with this bitch, and he just couldn't take it anymore, especially after she fucking threw him out. Like, I don't want to defend this fucking guy, but he went through some shit with her. He's going through some mental shit. I agree. This dude shouldn't be with anybody. He shouldn't be around people. He shouldn't be talking to people. He shouldn't be living with people. But he's going through some shit. Like, I would probably just throw the guy out. Anyway, I mean, you can't break up with the fucking guy and go live on my couch. You know what I mean? Because if the guy's living on your couch, like, he's probably still paying rent. I mean, at least half, right? He's got to be paying still. But for two, you were once two people that fucked. And you liked fucking each other. And he's a guy that likes fucking. And you were someone that he could fuck before, and now it's not fucking. You got, like Patrice O'Neal would say, you've gone from not fucking to can't fucking. There's just no fucking going on for him. So when he's living on the couch and he sees that he could be fucking you, I mean, mental problems or not, that's painful. But it's look, I'm not gonna blame the woman, because as fucking Dante Nero loves to say, it's always the man's fault, and I agree. He should have just fucking left, because you don't want to put yourself in that situation. But this dude is fucking insane, and it's got this comical sense to it of fuck you and fuck your kids. Like, it's just this there's something that he's been wanting to yell at her since they got together. And now, as he's stabbing you in the throat, that's when he decides to yell at you. I figure this guy's a white dude. But I guess I'm just ranting now, aren't I? I'm just rambling about nothing. And that's pretty much what the show's going to be. It's just going to be ranting about nothing. So he yells, fuck you and fuck your kids. And she struggles, you know. She managed to break free. She staggered to a neighbor's apartment for help. By the time the police arrived at the high-rise on Martha Eaton Way, John's attacker, her partner of more than a decade, had jumped to his death. He fucking killed himself. This guy, he knew what the fuck was up. He stabbed you, he yelled, fuck you and fuck your kids, and he jumped the fuck out of there. He killed himself. Here's the thing. He was acquitted in 2000 of an attempted murder case. That's where this is interesting. You know, people get stabbed in the throat every day. It wouldn't really be interesting if this dude hadn't been acquitted in 2000. Basically, he and this is where it gets funny for me. Besides the woman getting stabbed shit. I mean, the fuck you and the fuck your kids, I don't care what anybody says. It just winds up coming out comical. I don't know why. Again, that's why I shouldn't be judging comedians. Anyway, it says that John wasn't Campbell's first victim either. Campbell made national headlines in 2000 when a Toronto judge acquitted him of attempting to murder his then-girlfriend Arlene Robinson by slitting her throat as she slept. She survived the attack as well, right? But what I'm saying is, this dude once tried it. And that's some bullshit that he was sleepwalking. Somehow, okay, Campbell was evaluated by a psychiatrist, Julian Goger. If anyone ever goes to see a psychiatrist in Toronto, Julian, Julian Goger, get the fuck out. Because she sucks. She goes, Julian Goger diagnosed... Campbell was evaluated by a psychiatrist, Julian Goger, and diagnosed with parasomnia, a set of sleep-related disorders that includes sleepwalking. The psychiatrist testified at the trial that Campbell was likely sleepwalking when he tried to kill Robinson. Likely! Both the Crown and Campbell's lawyers accepted the diagnosis and urged Judge David McCombs to find Campbell not criminally responsible for the attack. The judge agreed, and Campbell was set free. This motherfucker... Like, this is more sneaky than pleading insanity, because he just got off. There's no time served anywhere. He doesn't even go to a fucking insane asylum. None of that shit. He's out. He's done. I was sleepwalking. Like, what constitutes sleepwalking? Because people sleepwalk with their eyes open and say shit. They talk to you. They have conversations with you, and you don't know that they're sleepwalking. The only thing that really is different is they don't remember that like tomorrow, they're not going to remember that tonight they had a conversation with you in their fucking pajamas, right? So they found this guy. I don't know. How do you acquit someone for sleepwalking? Like I wouldn't even let them go. I would say, look, that's not good enough. You're at the very least, you gotta do a year in a fucking insane asylum. We're gonna find out what the fuck is wrong with your sleep and shit. And let's be honest. I mean, that's why I can't be with anybody. I can't get married. I can't have a girlfriend. Let's sleep over. I can't have fucking kids. I sleepwalk like fucking crazy. I sleep scream. I get up. I go out. I mean, Chris had me in his fucking apartment for a good, what was it, a month and a half? Something like that? Whatever. A month and a half. And it was so bad. Like, I was getting up and shaking him and going, "Who are you? Who are you?" And shit like that. Like, just screaming. Fucking crazy shit. Like, this guy, I mean, Chris is a bit of a pussy, and I can't wait to fucking talk to him about that shit. But he was scared of my shit. So the fact that I can do that kind of stuff means that you never know what the fuck can happen in my sleep. When I'm sleeping, I could do whatever. You know what I mean? Say I got up and I grabbed a knife because I thought whatever the fuck is in my house is trying to kill me. And I'm going to be honest with you people, this shit happens all the time. Not knife shit, but every night, well, at least at my house, back at home, I was screaming because I thought someone was killing me in my fucking sleep. So if I get up and I grab a knife and I try and do some shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's on me because I know me. And this guy knew him. Like, he is fucking insane, at least in his sleep. He's sleep insane, but he knew that he was like that. If we're going with the sleepwalking story, which I don't fucking believe at all. I don't know, maybe he paid her off. Maybe he got a diagnosis from this bitch through, look, I'm not going to stab you if you diagnose me as a sleepwalker. I don't fucking know. This guy got away with it in a ridiculous fashion. I don't know how he pulled that shit off, but he did, right? So he gets away with it, but then it comes to, I mean, you know, I want to say, why didn't this bitch know about it? But, you know, in order for her to know about it, she'd have to have paid attention to all the news and all the crazy shit that was happening a decade before when he did this. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to say she should have known that this guy's a crazy, maybe sleep killer, but at the same time, it's like, it says it's national news. I can't ignore national news. I'm walking to work every day and I see a stand of newspapers sitting there, and national news is front page news. The front page would say something like "Sleepwalk Killer Goes Free," something like that. And I mean, 5 times out of 10, maybe, like, most people are gonna see that and go, "What the fuck is that?" I'll read that. Or at least you got a friend that went, you know, read that shit and goes, "Man, you hear about that fucking sleepwalk killer?" You know what I mean? And, like, his face is maybe on the front page, shit like that. What are the odds of her not knowing about it, you know? But she didn't. So she didn't know. He almost fucking killed her, and then he killed himself, which is, you know, for the best. She got a pretty necklace out of it. Oh, shit. For anybody that likes us on our Facebook page, I'm putting this up here. She got these huge fucking cuts on her neck, and I swear to God, it looks like a fucking necklace. You know, it doesn't look too bad. You know, for a gash to the throat, for a dude that was hacking your throat open trying to kill you, the scar that came out from it doesn't look too bad. I mean, there are people that have to live with shittier birthmarks than that. They got to live with moles. They got to live with, well, they got to live with their head getting hacked off. Thank you, ISIS. Basically, this bitch got off easy because, I mean, she got a cool scar. She got a cool story out of it. And she didn't die. I don't know. I that's all I got to say about it. Ooh, look, Miles is calling. Perfect timing because I've got nothing left to say on this. Yo, Miles. Hey, I'm just doing the show. You downstairs?
Yeah, I'm just outside.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna come down. I'll be right down. All right. Bye. Yeah, so I got to go down and get Miles. It's going to take me a few minutes. While that's happening, you know what? I think this will work. Listen to this for 5 minutes or so. What the fuck? It's not gonna work. You know what's always a good one? You can, why don't you just listen to this? Fuck it.
Yeah, one of these is going to be dick in there. And then it's going to be the other hole.
Beige for you. I go fish. You like beige?
I like really big.
Beige?
Yeah.
Tell me what he's doing.
Putting my tongue right on my clit. He's getting me all wet. You're supposed to squish between my ass cheeks too at the same time.
Oh, yes. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look, my face good. My face good. Tongue up. No, stick your tongue up. Stick your tongue up. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god, you're so fucking wet.
Oh my gosh. You like the way I'm sucking this dick? Yeah. You're gonna put it in my ass already? Oh, you go for it.
Oh, let me watch your pretty face while you get fucked. Let me watch your...
You wanna watch my face while you get fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna watch it? You wanna give me a bone? No, not yet. Not yet.
What is he doing?
He's fucking my pussy. Yeah, he's fucking my pussy.
Oh, little left hand.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, you look stupid when you get fucked. Yeah, make the bitch come, I want to see.
Yes. Keep going. Keep fucking
You think you can put it in your mouth at the same time?
Gonna go wild today with your jits.
Take whatever you want.
I hope y'all enjoyed that.
Good thing to walk in on.
Yeah, Miles, the first impressions are the best, aren't they?
Red tube, eh?
Yeah, I figured I'd let them listen to something interesting while I came to get you, and leave something.
Yeah, set the impression off right.
Oh man, welcome Miles to the fucking show.
The feminine show.
Oh man, look at this chick's chest. She got hacked by like her boyfriend.
Okay.
This chick here. This dude in 2000, he was acquitted of trying to murder his fucking girlfriend, right? And basically, he said he was sleepwalking, and he said that I was sleeping, so I tried to kill her,
Yeah.
right? And so he went to court, all this shit. He got arrested, and they let him go. He was just free to go, man. You were sleepwalking. Don't worry about it.
How'd they prove that?
The psychiatrist. He went to a
really?
psychiatrist, and she's like, he's got these sleep disorders. It's fucked up, but, he wasn't really trying to kill her.
What was it with? Was it with a knife?
I guess so. I think it was a knife, right? And so now, this was like Friday, right?
Holy shit.
Something like that. This chick was dating him.
Where is this from? Yahoo Mail or some shit?
No, this is CBC, man.
Oh, CBC. Holy
Right?
shit.
This, dude,
It's real.
she's been dating him since like a couple years after that shit happened, right? It was national news. She had no idea this guy did this. No idea, right? So they're dating for a while, and of course, this shit gets fucking abusive, right? Surprise, surprise. I guess he hit her or whatever, and she goes, you got to get the fuck out. And so he goes, oh, I need somewhere to stay. So she's got him sleeping on her couch, and she goes, May 2nd, you got to be out, right? And he goes, okay, all right, May 2nd. So Friday, she's doing dishes, and out of nowhere, like her head jerks back, it says, and he's just hacking at her neck with a fucking knife, right?
Jesus Christ, man.
She sees it, but it just gets, and this is like, I'm really fucked up, and I wasn't gonna, because again, first impressions, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna fucking talk to you about this because of how fucked up I am, but like I'm such a piece of shit, I gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
Basically, she goes, it just, honestly, man, you watch the Coen Brothers movies? You a big movie guy?
No, I don't watch the Coen Brothers.
Have you watched any of them? You seen No Country for Old Men?
Oh, fuck, that's one I gotta watch.
Okay,
Yeah.
have you seen, like, The Big Lebowski?
No. I saw that, like, once way back when, like
Stoned?
on a car ride to Florida or something
Oh.
when I was, like, 9 years old.
Okay.
In the van.
Have you, I'm trying to think of what, you haven't seen any Coen Brothers movies?
No, I gotta maybe
Damn.
do that.
Man, that sucks. You got to get into your fucking movies a little more. I'm a big movie guy.
You
Chris
are?
is a big movie guy, my co-host there, and pretty much everybody hang around now. Anyway, the Coen Brothers have this dark humor to them. It's like this fucking, well, you know what? Fuck it. Might as
Put
well
on a
just
little
show
clip.
you. Yeah. I'll show you, what's a good scene from, I hope this is on here. All right, okay. So this scene here, okay, this is the bad guy, right?
Okay.
And he walks into a variety store, and he's kind of on the run. He already killed a cop and shit, right? And now there's this sick, twisted humor to the Coen Brothers stuff. And I got to show you this so that you understand where I'm coming from. Because if I tell you some of this shit that I was just saying before you came up here, you would just be like, this guy's gonna fucking murder me. So
Yeah, I was a little worried about that on the way here. Actually, I thought.
yeah,
I should
yeah.
tell a couple friends where I'm at.
That's right.
Tell them to call the cops by
Ice in the bathtub, and as soon as you walk in, it's like it's like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. You know, you're like, oh no, there's no podcast. He just gun to the back of the head.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be like that. But
There's always a chance, right?
you just gotta check this out.
Yeah. All right.
How much?
69 cents.
And the gas?
Y'all getting any rain up your way?
What way would that be?
I seen you was from Dallas.
What business is it of yours? Where I'm from? Friendo.
I didn't mean nothing by it.
Didn't mean nothing.
Just passing the time. If you don't want to accept that, I don't know what else I can do for you. Will there be something else?
I don't know. Will there?
This guy's terrifying, man.
Is something wrong?
With what?
With anything.
Is that what you're asking me? Is there something wrong with anything?
Will there be anything else?
You already asked me that.
Well, I need to see about closing now.
See about closing?
Yes, sir.
What time do you close?
Now. We close now.
Now is not a time. What time do you close?
Generally around dark. At dark.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Sir?
I said, you don't know what you're talking about. What time do you go to bed?
Sir?
You're a bit deaf, aren't you? I said, what time do you go to bed?
Oh. Somewhere around 9:30. I'd say around 9:30.
I could come back then.
Why would you be coming back? We'll be closed.
Yeah, you said that.
Well, I got to close now.
You live in that house out back?
Yes, I do.
You lived here all your life?
This is my wife's father's place originally.
You married into it?
We lived in Temple, Texas for many years. Raised a family there in Temple. We come out here about 4 years ago.
You married into it?
That's the way you want to put it.
I don't have some way to put it.
This guy's a dickhead.
That's the way it is.
It's a little fucked.
He's on a power trip.
He's fucking with him.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir?
The most you ever lost on a coin toss?
I don't know. I couldn't say.
Call it.
Call it? Yes. For what?
Just call it.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you.
Call heads, man.
It wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just
It's hard to
didn't
take
know.
this guy seriously with his haircut, though.
Right?
You know what date is on this coin?
It actually has the same haircut as my mom.
1958. It's been covered in
Really?
years.
Yeah.
And
He has a
now
mom
it's
haircut.
here. And it's either heads or tails. And you have to say,
It's
call it.
hard to be.
Well, look, I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything. Call it.
All right. Heads, then.
Nice.
Well done. Don't put it in your pocket.
Sir?
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Where do you want me to put it?
Anywhere not in your pocket. Or it'll get mixed in with the others and become just a coin. Which it is.
See, so look, it's not like fucking videos. No, it's okay. That one's not maybe the best to compare right? But if you notice, there's this sick, twisted humor to it, like the guy's fucking haircut. Like, the guy's gambling with the buddy's life.
Yeah.
What he's saying is, like, in that movie, he walks around with this air tank, right? And cattle, like, they kill cattle, or at least they used to, with this air compressor. It's a bolt, they call it, right? And so they hold it. It's like the bolt is the size of this pen, right? So like fucking half an inch wide and like 6 inches long, right? And it's this handle that's got like a little button on it. You push the button and it shoots out at like really fucking fast and shoots back in, right? And so they would kill cows by putting it right up to their head and just shoot it into the brain. And it's kind of like a painless death, right? Mm-hmm. So he walks around with this thing, just killing everybody with it, like a cop. You know, and then you play Grand Theft Auto.
I played Grand Theft Auto 3, back in the day.
Oh Jesus! So you haven't played the new one or anything like that?
No.
Okay, well,
just Grand Theft Auto 3. That's all I did. Man.
The new game has this shotgun that has like this giant canister on the ends for a silencer. Anyway, he's got one of those, and he's like this real badass fucking killer. But he's got the same haircut as your mom. Right, and he's just like he does shit like that. Like, did you see the look he gave him?
Is he Yugoslavian or something, or is he supposed to be American? What's going on?
There's no backstory to it. That's
really?
Like that's what the Coen brothers do, man. You don't know anything about these characters. Anyway, there's this fucking sick sense of humor that I have towards what happened when they yelled this shit when he's stabbing her. Mm-hmm. She just yells, "Could you spare my life?" while he's like stabbing her. I don't know. It just seems so fucking comical because it's not like help. It's not holy shit. What the fuck's going on? She's asking him like this rhetorical question, like, hey, if you get a second, could you not kill me? You know, I was planning on using this life.
Yeah.
Could you just not kill me? You know what I mean? And he's going, fuck you and your kids. Like the way they put it here, maybe it's the way they write it. Like fuck you and fuck your kids. It just winds up coming out like this Coen Brothers scene where it's this disgruntled guy, and I picture him with the same haircut doing fucked up shit.
Hair's not doing,
that's all, right? So I was commenting on that, and I just went off for about 20 minutes talking about
scary
that
shit, man. That reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. That's what it reminded me of.
Fuck, I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, it's not a great movie, but it's pretty funny, man. It's one of those horror movies that are hilarious. We used to watch... like Chucky, The Bride of Chucky, those movies.
Yeah.
Where it used to be hilarious.
The like really cheesy horror movies.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool.
When you're younger, you go and rent those, and then you
like
just
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, with a few of your buddies, and then just laugh at them.
Of course, Beetlejuice was more intended to be funny, wasn't it? It wasn't really intended to be scary.
Funny. Chucky was supposed to be scary,
right?
And like Jason, those movies are just kind of funny, you know.
Yeah.
You watch them.
But
you watch them alone, they're fucking terrifying.
Right.
You watch them with 5 people, and
you just start making fun of it.
It's a defense mechanism, right?
Right. You don't want to be scared in front of your buddies, so I'm just going to make fun of Jason's mask. Yeah. But yeah, Beetlejuice was like you could watch it alone and laugh at it. That's the point. Like that's why those things can be so funny, though. Even like when you grow up, is horror movies can go from like I was really scared of The Sixth Sense, right? Like I had nightmares and shit. I was crazy bad with that. But then I rewatched it, and I'm like, this isn't that scary, and I started making fun of it, but not as a defense mechanism, because I just saw through all the little bullshit, right? Mm. And it was like, sometimes when they're really trying to scare you, they're going over the top, that's where it goes the other way. It becomes funny. But I don't understand how that's possible. Other than a defense mechanism, I don't see how, when you're going over the top trying to scare me, how does it wind up being funny? You know?
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's just a little ridiculous. It gets to, like, Chucky already starts off kind of ridiculous. I don't know if they ever meant that to be scary or not. Sometimes it was, but if you're a kid, it is. Because your doll coming alive and ordering you to fucking kill people, it's pretty terrifying, right? But
yeah, I guess it's adult shit where you're just kind of like, that's not real. You just kind of go, that wouldn't happen.
I haven't seen it in a while, though. I don't know.
Now the rent being late is scary. That's what scared us, adults and shit.
Mm-hmm. Not for me yet, but once I move out,
yeah. I guess the parents coming home while you're smoking weed in your room.
Yeah. When I'm in the middle of a movie at 4 and they come home and I'm on the main floor, that's when it's scary, because then I know I have to fucking stop it.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming home soon.
Act like I'm doing stuff.
God, this is some shitty conversation.
Then we go rake the backyard.
You know, I guess I kind of need to properly introduce you. I was talking about you earlier, actually, telling them that I was like, you know what, kind of hang in there because I'm going to be rambling for a good 20 minutes and then you'd get here. So I talked about you for whatever. But you're from Toronto, like you're born and raised here?
Yeah, I'm from the Beaches in Toronto. It's an area in the southeast part of Toronto.
Yeah.
And it's a cool area to grow up. It's kind of like there's one high school there. You know everyone in the area, pretty much. You know, it's kind of got one strip along Queen East there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, a lot of people are still around there. Some people move, you know, out of the Beaches, but it is a little bit of a bubble. You kind of get stuck in there, and then that's what other people say, you know, like it's fucking
that's what I
hard
feel
to
like.
Get us out of the Beaches on a Friday night. Other people telling us to come downtown and stuff. And
yeah.
Like, fucking Beaches people, man. You don't lead them.
Was there a lot of shit to do over there? Like, is there any shit to do over there?
Yeah. Well, there's tons of shit, man. When you're growing up, too, yeah, there's like, you know, you got the beach, you got tons of shit to do outside, and then...
Were you a skateboarder? Did you skateboard?
For like maybe a year.
Could you do anything good?
No, I could ollie, I could pop shove it, and it looked really bad. I could never kick flip.
You know what my problem was with ollieing? Like, I was always... I didn't know how to figure out, like, the board is going to be moving once I land.
Yeah.
You know, like, I would figure out how to ollie from
a standstill. I could do that,
shit.
Yeah.
Chris is calling. He's probably listening.
I could wax a curb. That's what I spent, like, I was a guy who just sat there waxing the curb for a half hour.
Hey, how's it going? You gotta speak more clearly. It just sounds so fucking just ruffled. You sound like you're speaking out of one of those SARS masks that the Asians wear around here. I can't fucking hear you. I'm gonna hang up if you don't speak more clearly. Get those fucking Beats headphones off. Those Bluetooth fucking bullshit headphones. I'm hanging up. Call back with a
like
clear
it
or
is.
something. So that guy, that's Chris, the co-host, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
I never figured he would listen to this shit. He
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to our episodes. He does none of that shit, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like disclaimer at the beginning that this show was going to be so shitty because, like, he's got this natural funny, and I just kind of guide them along.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I'm just kind of there. Hey, he's calling back. Let's see if he's got something clearer. Yeah. That's right. Nobody gives a fuck. We're trying to get to something funny, but we're just talking for now.
People want kick flips and heel flips.
Hey, you don't like it, don't listen.
Fucking, this guy, he's supposed to be a comic. Hey, you don't shut the fuck up.
All right, fuck yourself. How about that?
What?
Go fuck yourself.
Talk about that Brian Silver shit.
No, that's reserved purely for you. Yeah.
What's this dude's name?
This is Miles, but Miles won't be able to talk to you because, I mean, well, maybe. Miles, say hi.
What's going on, man? Where are you, in a parking garage?
You're not going to be able to talk to him through this because it's just a speakerphone on my stupid phone. What?
You gotta start talking about some shit or I have to go back to studying, man. It's one or the other.
Go back to fucking studying because you should either be here or studying, you fuck.
No.
Click.
Does he live with you or something?
No, he literally lives around the fucking block, around the
Alright.
corner from me. And, be careful with your microphone. My microphone just
Yeah.
falls off. This is how shitty, like, equipment that we have here. It's no good. I mean,
This is
it's,
for a lamp, eh? This thing I got going here?
yeah, good guess. They actually, I seriously, I bought 2 lamps and I took the
Yeah.
lights off. That's what kind of shitty shit we're working with. I spent some money on a mixer. What?
Got to make it work, right?
Yeah, you do what you have to do.
Got an alright little place here.
He's probably right though. We should get to some fucking something that might be kind of funny. And I kind of want to talk about a few things. We got there's this fucking where is it? God damn it! I was just looking at it. I sent it to you, didn't I?
I didn't get anything, man.
No, I sent it to your email, which is perfect. This doesn't matter if it's on your email. It's in here. Check this out. Okay. So, fuck that guy. He keeps calling. Fuck yourself. Stop calling. I'm not going to answer because you sound like
this
shit.
Burger King thing, eh?
Billy Eichner.
I never saw the actual Burger King. I never saw his original thing that he did.
Have you ever heard of Billy Eichner?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he's funny?
I got to see some of his videos. Can you pull up the
Yeah,
the video of his
it's
Burger
part
King?
of this. I don't really like this guy. Billy Eichner, comedian, been doing it for a while. I guess he's pretty famous, right? I guess he took to Twitter because Burger King had a commercial that is very much like what he does on these videos, and I honestly I don't even think it's like it's in the same ballpark. But this kind of it's like trying to sue the like Italians, like trying to sue for lattes from Starbucks. It doesn't make any sense. Sure, maybe it has something to do with you, but it's you don't own this. You know what I mean? So the guy's freaking out, and he's just going all over Twitter saying they stole this shit from him. But I honestly disagree. So, well, you know what? Let's watch. This is what he does. Quit fucking calling, you piece of shit.
Yeah, what does he do? He goes around New York, fucking yells at people, and
he talks to them, and he asks them questions, but just listen.
Hey guys, it's Billy, and now it's time for a segment I like to call How I Met Your Lightning Round. As you all know, I'm very upset because the wonderful show How I Met Your Mother has been canceled after only...
He's got this fake yelling, like he's trying to be funny with the yelling, but it's not funny at all, right? Like it doesn't make you want to chuckle or any of that. And so he's trying to be over the top, or not over the top, like this ironic over the top, right? And then he runs around asking people questions with famous people.
9 seasons. So today, How I Met Your Mother star Neil Patrick Harris and I are going to run around the streets of New York and see how New Yorkers are coping with the end of this terrific show. Are you ready, Neil? Let's do it. Here we go. Let's go. Miss, How I Met Your Mother is ending.
My what?
How I Met Your Mother is ending.
I can't believe it. Oh my God.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil, I'm so sorry.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
But what's Colby Smulders gonna do? Colby Smulders! Sir, How I Met Your Mother is ending. What? For $1, who would you rather meet, your mother or Neil Patrick Harris?
Then he yells a random thing out, eh?
He yells at them, and that goes on for... That one is 2 minutes. And like, I watched the whole thing. It's shit. I don't know why.
Where's this guy? This guy host a show or something? I think I've seen
This
him.
is his show. He's on Parks and Recreation, right?
Okay.
You watch that show?
I just started it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an alright show. I mean, I guess he's not in the first few seasons. I don't know. I don't watch that show. I watched a couple seasons, maybe the first 2 seasons, whatever. He runs around yelling at people with famous people, and it's this, to me, it's this idea of if I have this famous person with me, then I'll get views. And he does. He gets views for his videos because people want to fucking see Neil Patrick Harris doing something. Right?
Yeah.
They don't want to hear this fucking guy asking dumbass questions. And then, see, the thing is, too, I guess the funny part is where he asks a question, and as he's walking away from them, he yells something ridiculous, right?
Well, this is a really mainstream thing, right? This is where I can see a lot of people enjoying this.
Why, though? You know?
It's just because, it's harmless, like, kind of corny
humor, right? Yeah, it's phony bullshit is what it is. Like, he's not funny. Not to me, at least. I mean, maybe I have a fucked up sense of humor, but he's just not funny.
No, I wouldn't watch this, but I mean, I bet there's so many people who would find this shit funny, right? And it's just
but the phony part about this is, like, you know what? There are people that'll watch this, fine. There are people that care about, or not care about this shit. There are people that, like, they enjoy this kind of thing, right? And whatever, let them fucking do it. But the idea of going on Twitter and then going, you stole my shit. He's looking for attention from this. Okay, remember he's running around, and this is the Burger King commercial.
Chicken nuggets. How much would 10 of these
This guy's just standing there talking to two kids, asking them questions.
cost from Burger King? $5. These are $1.49 for 10. 10 chicken nuggets for.
Okay, that's the thing they stole, eh?
That's what he's saying was stolen from him. What he's saying is they stole interviewing from him.
He had some backing from some other people, though. I saw like a tweet Seth Rogen had.
Of course they're going to back him up. He's got like some pull with them. You know what I mean? They're friends. But I'd like
some good tweets going.
But that's why I'm talking about this, is because these fucking idiots like Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan. He's funny. But what the fuck is he doing defending this fucking guy? What are they doing getting in on this when it's bullshit? You know what I mean? They're not stealing it from him, and he's not funny. Like, he might be funny in his stand-up, but he's not funny in what he's doing. So, what the fuck is anybody doing supporting this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got some fans, man. I don't know. Have you seen Nathan For You? You know that show?
No.
You know Nathan Fielder?
No.
He's I think he's from Vancouver. He's from Vancouver, moved to Toronto, and he was doing stand-up in Toronto and had some a YouTube channel online. He's a really dry humor guy.
Yeah.
Then he was in Cream of Comedy in Toronto. Got onto the Sourest 22 Minutes. Had a bunch of stuff going on there. Now he's got his own show. He's a guy who made Dumb Starbucks. You know Dumb Starbucks?
Never even heard of that.
So he created Starbucks in L.A. and called it Dumb Starbucks, and just opened one.
Okay.
And he just if you go on, you can see some interviews, and they're trying to sue him and stuff. But he was saying it's art, so the coffee is art. So it's like an art gallery, and then he's just selling. He buys shit from Costco and stuff.
Really?
And he has a show where he gives people like faulty business advice. So like he'll go to like a gas station, and say, I want you to charge the cheapest for gas, and they'll charge a ridiculous amount, like so cheap, and then the rebate will be, people will come to claim the rebate, and it'll be on top of a mountain. They'll have to hike 3 hours to get it. So shit like that. Another thing he did was he had like a pizza guy say he'd deliver in 8 minutes or you get a free pizza, but they didn't specify the size of it. So they'd be longer than 8 minutes, and then they'd say, okay, this is the free pizza for us being late, and it was the size of your palm. So he does shit like that, where he just...
I gotta be honest, I probably...
he's awesome, man.
We'll see. You know what, this is... you want to do this Comedy Central thing here? Let's do that. Okay.
The problem with you is you have great coffee, but just no one...
So this is called Nathan For You. That's a show, Nathan For You on Comedy Central?
Yeah.
It's called Dumb Starbucks Legal Advice. Okay, let's start this fucking again.
The problem with you is you have great coffee, but
go to this Dumb Starbucks.
Knows what this
on the
place
right?
is.
Correct.
No one. You don't have a brand that people recognize.
Absolutely.
But maybe there's a shortcut to actually having brand recognition using a little something called parody law.
Parody law.
Often used by artists like Weird Al Yankovic and shows like Saturday Night Live, parody law allows you to use trademarks and copyrighted material as long as you're making fun of them. So if Elias could find a way to make fun of Starbucks, he'd be free and clear to borrow their valuable corporate name and image for his store. The plan? Turn the...
All right, I kind of like that idea that
awesome.
this guy's legitimate. Like, this coffee shop owner is a legitimate coffee shop owner.
Yeah.
And his legal advice to him is to parody Starbucks.
Yeah. He does a bunch of fucking hilarious shit.
And what is that? Like, he can open up a Starbucks for
Call
cheaper?
it Dumb Starbucks.
Instead of opening
and
up a franchise?
people will go to it just because they think it's Starbucks or because they want to try Dumb Starbucks. And, they had a fucking huge lineup there.
But what the fuck do they sell?
The same stuff. Coffee and muffins. They just buy it from Vons or grocery stores in LA.
And this is a legitimate business?
I don't know if he's still got it going, but he had it going for a little while, yeah. And he's got Yeah, he does it with a bunch of different businesses.
So
it's the
is
only
it-
one I saw that he created, but
Is there something on what happened to it?
no, I don't know what ended up happening to it, or if it's still going, or what's going on. But
Are you sure this is real, man? I don't think
It's
it's real. It's
real,
Comedy
dude.
Central.
It's real.
How could he open up a real fucking place like that? You know, I mean, the money in it and all that shit. Or is it this guy just changes the cover? Like he just changes the front of his store to dumb Starbucks.
Yeah, he's got dumb Starbucks, and then he's got a bunch of different laws. I think they're probably trying to sue him. It said, and that they got another one where he's on Jimmy Fallon, and he's talking about, you know, how they're trying to sue him, and all he says is, you know,
was this the one here?
Yeah, there it is. There.
With our sign now on display, my plan quickly began to work, as people started coming in thinking it was an actual Starbucks.
Oh, dumb Starbucks. Okay, okay.
Oh, you thought it was Starbucks?
I did.
But the few customers we did get seemed to have trouble understanding what we were all about.
Do you have the license to sell food and drinks?
I mean, legally speaking, this store has to be categorized as an art gallery, so we don't have to abide by the same health regulations as a Starbucks would.
But who's held accountable if, let's say, your food is dirty or if there's...
I mean, we don't want any of our customers to get sick, but if they do, technically that's part of the artistic experience.
Jesus Christ. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta
He's
be
good,
honest,
man.
pretty good, but I mean, it's not. It's just kind of like who gives a shit. You know what I mean?
We gotta watch his other episodes, man, where he keeps.
Well, he's got a show, but I mean, like it's a smart idea. It's different, but it's not like. It's just this. God, I'm trying to find the fucking words to what I'm thinking here. He's. I don't know. It's, I don't even know how to describe him. I like the idea, but I think he could have done something a lot better with it, like actually gotten them sick. You know, if he gave them some fucked up food and he's just like, hey, we're making art here, and put like some canvases in front of their puke and made some puke art. He's like, hey, this is part of our dumb Starbucks art.
I don't know if I
murals.
even watch that, dude.
I'd watch that. Wouldn't you watch some guy poison other people and try and get away with it?
I think he's got. I don't know, man. I like the shit he's doing now. The poisoning shit. I don't know. I wouldn't find that funny. Just a dude puking on a canvas. I guess you can watch that probably on World Star or some shit.
But if you made these two people, right? If you gave them something, and you're just like, hey, yeah, no, it's good. It's coffee. It's a latte, and this is one of our cookies. But it's just fucked up food, and they wind up getting sick, and you're just kind of like, oh, they're throwing up me. You put some canvas in front of them. Not funny?
Not for me, man, but he's got another one where he's there's a guy's haunted house. He's trying to get the guy to get more business at his haunted house, so he says he's trying to get people to be so scared that they would sue. So he takes them through the haunted house, and then he has someone in the haunted house working and touch them. And then after they think they're done, he goes up and says, did that person touch you? We're going to have to go examine you because that guy's got something that...
Like
so they take
he pretends to be a lawyer?
No, he pretends that he's the owner, and then he takes them in an ambulance, and they've got guys on full gear and shit,
Yeah.
making them feel like they have a disease now that they've caught. They take them in, now they're telling them they're going in the hospital, they have them in an ambulance, and then at the end, when they finally get out of the ambulance after they're all going nuts, and he's got the exit sign out there, and that's the end of the haunted house. And then he has a lawyer who he hired who's at the end of the haunted house, and then he says, I can be your lawyer if you want to sue the haunted house, because he's trying to get them to sue, to try to get publicity for the haunted house. So he hires a lawyer, and then he's got the dude standing there.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea. Like they legitimately freak out. They think that they got something, right?
Yeah, it's
See, that's
it's insane.
I like where that's going, because you make them think they got like AIDS or some shit, right?
Yeah, they're freaking out, and they have guys fully decked out. And
All right, I kind of like that. You know, actually, speaking of that, did you hear about this fucked up haunted house? There's this. Oh, what the fuck was it, man? There's this haunted house in L.A. where, oh man, it's this manor. Oh, what the fuck was it? No, god damn it! I'm just typing in haunted house into Google like a fucking retard.
Yeah.
No, there's saw this article the other day about this haunted house, and I watched the video and shit about this haunted house in L.A. where it's free to go in, right? They only have 4 people go in, like, a week. And basically you sign a waiver that...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that
anything
last
happen.
night, actually.
Where they just, man, the video is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, these people are wrapping, like, duct tape around their head.
Yeah.
They take this cage thing, they put it over your head with snakes and shit, like live snakes in it and shit. And you're there for, like, 6 hours, and they basically torture you in, like, they're, like, walking the fine line between torturing you and not torturing you.
Yeah.
I wish I could find the fucking video, like, way to be fucking prepared. But I think that's...
Yeah, it's in L.A., I think.
It's a first step. It's where things should be. Like, you bring your kids there, you know, get some snakes on your kids.
Yeah.
Toughen them up a little bit, because we got some pussy fucking kids coming out of the
Toughen
wombs
them up,
these
man.
days. Don't you think?
Some pussy kids?
Yeah.
Well, parents are definitely pretty protective, man, that's for sure.
I mean, you deal with kids all day.
Yeah.
For a job, you know how fucking pussy... You teach kids how to fucking play baseball.
Yeah.
How many of them are willing to get hit by a ball?
To get hit by a ball, very few.
Right.
Some of them don't care. There's the odd kid that who doesn't really give a shit, but...
Should it really be the odd kid, though, that just doesn't care about getting hit by a... It's baseball! Like, I'm a pussy, too. I used to play baseball in, grade 11 or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was afraid to get hit by the ball, right? Like, I couldn't really hit. I mean, if I swung at it, I would always miss. I was afraid of getting hit by the ball. So I told my friend, because he was a pitcher, I'm like, look, you got to hit me with the ball. You got to throw it at me and hit me somewhere. Because I got to get hit by this fucking thing to understand, you know, it's not that bad. Like, you get hit by it, and later on you go, okay, it's not that bad. Now I can step up to the plate and go...
Yeah, well, the fat kids are all right, because they get...
Well, they got meat.
They have meat on them, but the skinny kids, you get knocked in the ribs, and then they get this phobia going, and then they're scared to...
Yeah.
They're scared to bat, right?
Well,
and then other kids now, they'll get hit when they're pitching, and then they don't want to pitch anymore, you know? It's like...
You know, you can unravel that thing.
You got to get over it.
You can unravel that so it's close to your mouth, or you can pull it closer, whatever. I got to figure that thing out a little bit. But, no, you can unravel it from the stand so that you can pull it closer. So you're telling me the skinny kids get hit, and it makes it worse?
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, that's fucked up, man.
Until you get over the phobia, then you're good. When you get to older ages, then everyone's fine, because, you know. But, I mean, if I ever got hit, like, fuck. I was a pitcher, so I never did that. But, I mean, when people get hit, everyone, it's just a thing in baseball. Everyone goes, don't rub it, we got ice and all this shit. Fuck, if I got hit, I'm rubbing it, I'm going to get ice, I'd fucking go sit down for the rest of the game, man.
Pitcher's a different thing, though, man. You're getting hit by a ball coming back at you.
Yeah, it rarely happens, but, yeah, it does fucking hurt when it does, that's for sure.
You know, I don't know my fucking math, and everybody that was listening to this show is fucking gone because they thought this was going to be funny in some way, but it's not. We're not doing any kind of funny.
No.
I don't really give a shit. I don't know the math, but if I'm throwing the ball at you, right, at whatever miles per hour or kilometers per hour, and you hit it back at me, is it coming back faster or is it coming back at the same speed?
Yeah, it's coming back faster.
Why is that? Because I don't know physics. I don't know that shit.
Yeah, I don't really know, but you're pretty much... Like, I've seen a couple guys get hit pretty good right back at them. Most guys I've known, though, like one guy I knew, you know, he had to wear a helmet when he was pitching, a helmet inside his hat, but that's because he got knocked out by a bouncer, not because he got hit. So I've never actually seen someone get hit in the face, but... yeah, most of the time you're all right. The chances are really slim, but where you get hit is in batting practice when you're just walking around because it's so boring. You got to stand out in the field doing nothing, and then then ball fucking comes by your head.
Yeah, this is way too fucking not funny for me. This is okay. You know what I think? And man, I was just saying this before you got here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was talking about how you were coming up here, and I'm going to these open mics, and I'm you know, seeing you guys, and I'm literally sitting in the back judging you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know shit about comedy. Like, I don't know shit. But what I know is, well, what I told you the night I fucking, you know, I talked to you, is basically you're realer than any of the guys that were up there. That first night, at least. And what I'm thinking is, like, you've got this dry humor. And that's what you're going for, right? Because that's just you.
Well, you just do it. You do it, fucking just you do, you know? You just kind of go with it, and then you kind of, That's what everyone says. You gotta keep doing it until you find what's natural for you, right? Some guys start doing something different, and then they end up.
So this dry humor is natural to you.
Yeah,
But
that's just what happened, man.
To me, what that seems like to get something funny out of you, I would have to present you with something like, hey, what do you think of this? And you just go, fuck, I hate my mother. You know, that kind of shit. Yeah, well,
I mean, looking at a fucking woman with a cut on her neck, I mean, I don't have much to say about that, dude.
And see, that's
like
the
a fucking bleeding dick. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on bleeding dicks, but I mean,
wait, bleeding dicks.
Just the kind of shit that like is popping up on the screen, you know?
What bleeding dick?
I don't know. I thought you had I thought I saw a bleeding dick up there, or maybe I thought it was coming next after the other thing.
No. There's no bleeding dicks coming.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't. I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna be on here and then go woo.
Well, no, I'm not looking for that. Right. What I'm looking for is basically someone that can comment on anything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they can just go. They just find the funny in anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And what it seems like is you'd be great as like producing some type of show like this where, you know, you're fucking hovering around and I just ask you some sort of question when me and like other people are having conversations and you just go, nah, with your dry humor, it would work perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of thing. But, I mean, it is what it is. Like, you come in, you talk, and I also think like you probably seem like the type of guy that needs more funny people around, right? Like, again, I'm not that funny of a person. So my conversation is just gonna, like, you're gonna reflect that. And it's not that funny.
Yeah, maybe I should have came up with a buddy, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. Like, it's again, like, everybody fucking bailed. So there's no funny in the room, so there's nothing funny to really talk about.
Yeah, it's just two guys sitting in a car getting to know each other.
Right. But you know what? And this is like, I don't know.
I thought I was maybe going to get kidnapped when I came here. I wasn't even sure what was going on.
I mean, I'm not that fucked up.
That's all right.
But and here's what's something I've been thinking about since fucking oh shit, someone's oh my god. Oh man, you should have left your faggot ass downtown with no busting.
Oh, dude.
Chris commenting for anybody that's actually listening. He
Chris
goes,
Crack.
Craig. He goes, fucking
Craig.
faggots and your skateboarding. Miles will never come back on the show. He fucking
Sorry to hear that,
hates
Chris.
this shit. No, he's saying you fucking hate me. You're never coming back for this, right?
Maybe I'll come back with Chris.
He's saying it's my fault, right? He goes, should have left your faggot ass downtown. No bus tickets. You fucking suck a dick, homie. And see, that's the type of humor that comes from this fuck. It's constant. Yeah.
What's Chris? Chris from London too?
Yeah, Chris is from London too. He hates that city just as much as I do.
You guys fucking hate London, eh?
Yeah. But that's besides the point because that's all I do is talk about how I hate that place. No, okay. What I think about is like I try to be more funny, like try to think less serious, but I'm constantly serious. It's fucking retarded. And what I thought about with you is like, I think you've got the comics mind, but like have you ever heard of Opie and Anthony?
No.
Okay, Opie and Anthony were a radio show. They like inspired me to do this shit, right? And they're all about comedy, and there's comedians on there all the time, and they're nothing but pieces of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking, they got the most fucked up lives. And what I realized is, Saturday night, I think I realized that you might actually have something, you've got the comics mind. Because I realized, as we're walking to the subway station, you realized that you're like, man, it's 2:30 in the morning. Those fucking subways are closed. This guy's not getting on a fucking subway. So as soon as you got me to the subway station, you're going, peace. You just fucking, here's the subway. I'm out of here.
Closed, dude?
Go get some fucking, well, didn't you know that?
No, I didn't have a fucking clue.
Oh, see, man, be real. Like,
no, I'm fucking
come
dead
on.
serious.
You knew, right?
No.
Oh, fuck.
How the fuck did you get home?
Well, see, I had to take the bus.
Oh, fuck, dude.
There's something like 75 stops, 2 buses.
Oh my god!
It took me like an hour.
No,
and a half.
dude, I was just completely oblivious.
Oh,
like
man.
I'm not aware of that shit. Like when I go downtown, I'll take the streetcar, and then it runs all night. I rarely take the subway. So I thought I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing this. I felt good about myself. I was like, fuck, I did this guy a favor,
Like, you're
dropping him off at
helping
the
me.
subway.
Did you see those doors at the bottom of the stairs?
I thought I would have seen you before you fucking
No,
came
'cause
back up.
I like rattled the doors. They were locked. And I came
fuck,
back
dude.
up. And you were gone. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, this guy's such a piece of shit. He's just like,
Oh, no,
man,
no.
I can't have this dude, this random guy asking me to stay over at my fucking place
Oh,
if he's
fuck.
stranded downtown. So I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm taking him to the subway station, make him think he's getting on the subway, and I'm out of here.
No,
I'm like,
I had no clue. I could barely find a subway, dude. That
oh,
was
man, because I'm like, that guy is such a piece of shit. It's fucking great. He's gonna be a comedian because he's a piece of shit. Oh, man.
no, dude. I wouldn't
honestly
fucking
thought
do
that's
that.
what happened.
Oh, fuck that.
That's funny,
How the fuck do you get here? This is so far. I kept driving. I was like, oh my god, dude.
No, man. I take the bus to the subway and the
How
subway.
long does it take you to get downtown? You go downtown and you go to
Total-
watch comedy shows?
Yeah, total, it's like an hour to get downtown.
You hop on a bus, hop on a subway.
Bus to the subway, and the subway takes me wherever I want.
So how many shows you go to a week?
Fuck, man. I've been like one a week, but I want to go to like
One
three
a week. So how'd you end up at that show Saturday night? You just saw it
I
online?
found it on that website, badslava.com.
Okay, yeah, that's a good.
I'll show that to you later. But now we're just having a conversation about people that nobody gives a shit about this. I'm going to end this thing because we've been going for way too long.
All right, dude.
I want to thank everybody for listening. If you were listening, we bored you to death with our bullshit. But, it was just me, so I tried to do my stupid thing. Where the fuck is that? I had something ready to go. Oh, man. Fuck me. And I deleted that. You know what? This is what I want. I want this song to end this off. I always play some stupid fucking song to... God damn it, man. That's not what it is. That's not what I want. I always play some fucking song to make it seem like we're cool as we're leaving. This is the song I want.
It's a good walkout.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter and iTunes and all that shit. Thanks for not listening because nobody listens. We'll talk to you next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every week. Peace.